going to be another attempt at a Bob Ross style painting. This one's like a winter scene that I saw him do a couple days ago. In this video I'm going to try to give some verbal instruction so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. Still very much an amateur, so first we're going to cover this, and I'm using canvas paper instead of canvases or canvas boards, just because I don't think these paintings are that great and I don't want to waste canvases and boards like that. So I'm just using the lid here because you don't need much what's caught up in the lid for now. Then just put it on all over. It's supposed to be a thin, even coating. It doesn't really matter what strokes you use at this point. And we're going to need more than that. As you can see, the brush is picking up color from... I did a painting yesterday and the easel board thing still has color on it, but it doesn't really matter. It's gonna get color anyway. So it takes a little bit, just keep spreading it real thin all over. You can go up and down. And across. You just want an even coating. And then they say if you could still see your fingerprint, then it's not too much on there. So I'm going to keep spreading it. Alright, I think that's good. Shake off the paint. Now, the sky, I'm going to make it kind of dark. I'm going to use Prussian blue. And I'm just using canvas palette paper. And then ivory black. Just squeeze a little bit to start because I don't want to waste it putting too much that I don't use. And then when I come into a little bit of blue, pull it out, tap it in. You don't really need that much. And I put blue just in the middle. And then I go into the black, same thing, I'm not cleaning the brush. Just tap it in. here on the outside. Alright, now I'm going to clean the brush. Shake off the excess thinner. And then we're going to blend the two colors starting from the inside here. Just using crisscross strokes for this. And you can blend it as much or as little as you want. Just depends. You just want it to look like so you can't tell when one color starts, and you know, get rid of this rough edge. And I'll shake that excess off and then go across, blend out the strokes. Okay, now I'm going to take fan brush, some white. Usually use a lot more white in your paintings when you do mountains and clouds and stuff. So take that, load the brush, both sides, put a little bit of black in it. And just load it. A lot of paint. Clouds are pretty difficult. Can wiggle it through. Sometimes you might need a little liquid white to thin it out a little bit, get it to stick. And then just take the corner and you make little circles. And just wherever you want them. And just want to keep the brush moving. I might need to thin that out a little bit. And then in between, when you go to reload with the white, you want to wipe off because you're going to pick up that color. And take the corner of the 2-inch, circular strokes, lightly blend out the bottom. And go up. across. That's not the best cloud, but it'll do. I'm gonna dip it in a little thinner to thin it. And then reload. If you're gonna thin it with thinner, use very little, because it will thin it very, very quickly. Maybe you want wherever you want them. Be like that. Maybe over here. Same thing, 2-inch brush. That's the corner, blend out the bottom. Just go up. Cross. Do some more. There you want some right here in the middle. Could use the other corner. Blend that out. As I said, I'm not the best with clouds, but just gotta practice. Gently lift up, fluff them up, across. And maybe one more. I'm not going to do layers and layers and layers because it's time consuming. So you can wiggle it through to get it on the tip. And maybe something here. That, and you can see pick up color on the tip, blue, so you want to wipe that off before you go back into the white. Blend that out. Up. Gently cross the whole cloud, and there's your clouds. Now make a mountain. Take the palette knife, I don't want to use too much color, so I'm just going to build the mountain with black and this blue dark color. Mix it. Pull it out. Cut your roll. Cut across to get the roll. And usually I think mountains look best offset, so like not dead center. So I'm gonna put it right there, and you can just put a lot of pressure and wiggle it. Get you just want to avoid making triangles. So and those are kind of hard too, and you want to scrape off the excess paint so that you can expose the teeth of the canvas for later when you do highlights. I don't want to cover that cloud, so like that. Into there. And you're just looking to get the outer edge. And then maybe down there, and down like that. So scrape that off. Then you take the 2-inch brush and you pull the color down. Careful with the top edge. And you can blend the bottom out, crisscross strokes. Go across lightly. white. Pull it out real thin and do the highlights. He usually says take a tiny roll, but I found that a bigger roll is easier. You know, if your light's coming from the right, you put it on the right. Just let it glide down. You get those breaking in there, the spots. Alright. Just pull the paint out thin and cut down. It'll roll. And don't put any pressure. Just basically you're just guiding the knife along. You're not pressing. So like right here. This is one of the hardest things. I mean, I'm still pretty much, you know, amateur at that, but the confusing part is the highlights is what makes it, you know, look like the different peaks and stuff. So if you just put it all over the place, it's gonna look not great. And it's kind of confusing to know where to put it. I'll come here, same thing. Here. And the paint has to be really dry for this, so you don't want to put any liquid white. Be right there. And then right here. And then I need shadow color. So I'm gonna take the little knife. Fits in better. Take a little more black, mix it in the highlight color. Get shadow color. Same thing. Maybe leave it a little marbled. Pull it out thin, a roll, and just come. take the white again and fix some of the snow. You just go over it, maybe right here. Like that. Maybe over here. Maybe there's a peak here, comes down this way. Alright, so you can see it's not the greatest mountain, but then you take your 2-inch, tap the bottom and the angles. Create mist, go lightly up. See, it made a little mist there in the bottom. Now we'll make some foothills. So take the dark color here, some blue. Take the big brush, tap it in. A lot of paint in there. And just gonna tap the foothills in wherever you want them. Maybe it goes down, comes to about there. All right. And then you take the little brush and pull up a little, so you create little points that look like distant trees in the background. Pull them up straight, just very short strokes. The farther back you go, there's not much detail. And you're going to take the same brush, tap the bottom out, diffuse that. And then lift up gently. That mist. Take the brush again, and you can make another row of hills. Add more black. Make it darker as you come closer. Alright, same thing. tap. And maybe these ones will come this way. And they'll go in front of that one. Keep some of that mist. Alright, and keep that layer of mist in between to show distance. Same thing, pull up a little bit. These are closer, so you can pull a little higher, but they're still in the distance. And pull straight up. And then diffuse that, same thing. Pull up gently. Cross. You get foothills like that. Now, I'm gonna clean the fan brush. And take that dark color, some blue, and I'm gonna load the fan brush full of paint, a lot of paint. And maybe you can see a little tree sticking up. So just build the stem. And then just touch the corner. This is still going to be in the background, so there's not much detail. I need more black. And I'll do another one. Maybe this one's a little crooked. Same thing, this is the corner, stem facing down. And just touch. That. And then one more. things tend to look better in odd numbers. Maybe we'll put, maybe there's one right there. Right. Reload, take the corner. That one's over there. That one's a little messed up, but and then what you're gonna do, set that off there. Take this knife and you can scrape a little bit. Some sticks and stuff in there. I'm gonna clean 2-inch brush. Sure it's dry. And then I'm going to take some more white. Take 2-inch brush, load this full of white. And take, grab some of that color there, and pull down. What it looks like snow. A lot of white here. Take it. Put that snow in. Alright. Now we're going to make some more trees a little bit closer. Take the fan brush, load it up. Here we have one right here, right there. that. It's closer, well, it's bigger. Same thing, do one here. Guideline. The corner. Maybe there's one shorter one right there. All right. That looks like a blob, but we'll fix it. Then you can come in here with this this thing. Cut some stems and stuff in there. Sticks and stems. And put a trunk. So you want to always do this. Make tops pointy. You come here with a little roll on whatever knife you want, and it's easy to go upside down and just touch indications of a trunk. It's not that great, but those are kind of still not in the foreground. Alright, cut those ones a little bit. Now, same thing, we're going to grab that, put some white on the brush. And grab the bottom. So you can see that just makes it look like, you know, the bottom is not so prominent. And then we can make some more trees here. More black. Load up the brush, a lot of paint. And these ones are going to be the biggest ones. Come down. That. You can leave some spaces in there. You have to, you know, cover the whole thing. We'll put another one right here. This one will be a little crooked. Corner. And today we'll do one more. Right here, tall one. You want to get that fan brush to like chiseled point, which and then just go back and forth. More pressure as you go down. All right. Same thing. And I know my hand's kind of shaky, that's how it is. So, here, put a trunk in, touch. You don't have to put a full one in. I know that looks pretty bad, so we're gonna grab some more white. Brush. Grab this. going to clean the fan brush. Takes a while to blacken it. Pretty clean. Dip it in some of that. Now we're gonna highlight these trees. Same way that you made them. Just touch. You don't have to kill all the dark, but this one, just lightly. This one here. Right. Same thing here. Touch. These ones are farther back. I don't get as much detail. Sticks in here. Alright. Now, if you want, you can take the liner brush, dip it in paint there, run it through the paint, get it like ink, twist it like that to a point, that, and you can sign it. And that one's that's that. So you got the clouds, you got the foothills, you got the mountain. I'm just doing these to practice the different techniques of making the mountain, the clouds, the trees, the foothills, different things like that. If you have any feedback or questions or anything you need me to clarify, feel free to comment below, and like and subscribe, and I'll probably be doing more of these.